What's up, guys? In this episode of That Bites, I'm going to be giving you a recap about WWDC because it is now half over. So let's get started. So the main thing about the keynote on Monday was iOS 8 and OS 10.10 Yosemite. First, I'm going to be talking about Yosemite. So Yosemite makes everything sync together between iOS 8 and OS 10.10. And that's what Apple is really trying to do. First, with Yosemite looking really much like iOS 8 and making two operating systems sync together. There's a new feature when someone calls you on your iPhone and you're connected to the same Wi-Fi network, it'll actually ring on your Mac and your iPad. So you can actually answer the call either on your iPad or your Mac. And the same goes with texting. You can text people with your same iPhone number on your Mac or your iPad. And you can go ahead and download OS 10.10 Yosemite on your Mac during the fall when it comes out. And of course, it will be free. Now that's all I'm going to talk about on Yosemite. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about iOS 8. Since iOS 7 had a fresh new design change, iOS 8 didn't. It just has a couple more features. Number one, you can pull down on the notification center to reply to a text message without having to open up that app. Number two is the new feature that Apple is calling QuickType. And basically what it is predictive typing. So when you're typing something, it predicts what you're going to say, or if you misspell something, it actually corrects that for you on the little line of 3 words. And they finally caught up to Android, Windows Phone, and BlackBerry by doing so. They're also adding a new app called HealthKit and Health, and that basically what it does is it tracks your health and it allows it to share it with third-party apps. And it also makes room for the new iWatch, because if you're doing something, you can track your fitness on it or steps or something. And that's pretty cool, because if they do announce the iWatch anytime soon or even in a couple of months, then it will work with health. And this is also a cool feature too. HealthKit will actually reach out to your doctors if they suggest something's wrong. Now on to the new features with Siri. Siri is compatible with Shazam, and you can actually have Siri recognize a song, and it uses Shazam for that. And it's not like we've seen this with Google now, right? Now I don't mean to compare, but a lot of these features have been seen already, but Apple is doing their take on it, and it's actually a little bit different. And also, like with Google now, you can actually say, "Hey Siri," just like what you can do with OK Google and OK Glass. Apple also opened up to third-party keyboards. You can use the swipe keyboard right on your iOS device, and if you don't like the iOS default keyboard, you can actually change that as well. Now, something different at this keynote, Apple actually is releasing their own smart home app called HomeKit. And it's basically, you can link all of your smart home devices, your thermostat, you can control your lights. I'll give you a list of things, locks, lights, cameras, doors, thermostat, plugs, and switches. And it's completely secure, and it bundles all of your smart home technology into one app. You can control individual devices and create scenes. So when you're leaving, you can have the air turned down a little bit. You can have the lights turn off and a couple things turn off so that you can save electricity. And then when you come back home, you can have your door unlock, the air crank back to its cool setting, and your lights turn on. There's also an app that can do that on Android. It's called Tasker, and you can do basically the same thing and have Google control it for you as well. So you can actually use Siri for this and control your locks, lights, thermostat, and I think that's really cool because you can just double click the home button and say turn off living room light, and it does that. Alrighty guys, so that's halfway through WWDC, and that's my recap on it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about new iOS 8, and what do you think about Yosemite? And if you like this video, make sure you like it, and then if you didn't, tell me why in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. What's up, guys? In this episode of That Bites, I'm going to be giving you a couple of predictions about WWDC because it starts today. So let's get started.